Call Hollywood the land of dreams, but for me, it was a cold dose of reality. Traded the roar of the crowd, the smell of the grease paint, for the clutter of a typewriter and the stale scent of cheap gin. I was a Broadway director once, but my last show was a disaster. After a critic with a poison pen sealed my fate, I knew I'd ruin that career in that town. So I turned my back on everything connected to that life, moved across the country, and swore to never think about Broadway again. It was time for a clean slate, a new career, a new life, where the past couldn't haunt me. But the past, it always finds a way.
I got some business for you, detective. You look like you could use it.
You sure you're in the right place, sweetheart? The beauty salon's 3 blocks up. This joint specializes in bad decisions and worse coffee.
I've got a case, and a friend of mine told me you're just the man I need. I can pay whatever is required to get the job done.
A case? What kind of case?
A prospective investor in my company mentioned a musical that he would kill to see. But the thing is, tickets are always sold out before he can get his hands on a pair. I know if I could get him some tickets, he would invest.
Where do I fit into the picture?
Here's the catch. I don't know what the show is. He didn't say anything to me about the title or the plot. Just sang me a couple of songs. He did say it was a movie before it was on the stage. Or maybe it was a stage musical that was turned into a movie. I don't know. Something about movies.
Just when I thought I was out, they dragged me back in. All right. Sounds like an easy enough fix. What were some of the lyrics?
Oh, I can't remember all those silly words.
What about the tunes? Can you hum one for me?
I can't carry a tune to save my life.
Nah, you can't be that bad. Give it your best shot.
Something like... La 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 la.
You weren't kidding. I've heard better music come from a busted radiator.
So you see why I need your help. I hear you're a detective with a Broadway past. Help me figure out which musical I need, and I can pay you handsomely.
How much?
Handsomely.
There was something fishy about this case. It stunk like a tuna in a trench coat full of lies. But I needed the money. All right. Let's start at the very beginning.
A very good place to start. No, that's not it. It was something with a more party atmosphere.
A party. Let me call in an old friend on this one.
Do you always wear your coat and hat in the office?
That's how I work.
Boss?
Hey, Slim. Need a favor. Start asking around about musicals that were turned into movies. I'm looking for a song with a party atmosphere.
That's a very unusual request, boss. But don't you worry, I'll get right on it.
Now what?
Wait. Slim's got a magic way of finding out information. Hello?
Got something for you, boss. Apparently there's a song called Masquerade. It's all about a party. That's all I got for now.
The masquerade.
What's that?
A masquerade. A costume party. A way to hide who you really are. A deception.
I was asking about the song, not the definition. Anyway, what musical is that from?
It's from Phantom of the Opera. In this scene, the opera company throws a big costume party.
Oh, I see. Well, that would be an easy number to costume, wouldn't it? You could have the cast dress up in costumes from all sorts of productions. They could dress up in costumes like the Wicked Witch, a presidential fellow with a 3-cornered hat, or even a fairy tale menagerie.
It didn't take a critic's eye to see that this dame didn't know a proscenium from a paper curtain. No director worth his salt would costume masquerade like a best of Broadway fever dream. I had my work cut out for me with this broad.
No, that wasn't it either. Maybe it wasn't a musical that was made into a movie. Maybe it was a movie that was made into a musical. I don't know.
We'd been at this for hours. The broad was getting on my last nerve. It was clear she wasn't the sharpest knife in the drawer. Heck, she wasn't even a spoon.
I can hear you, you know.
Was that out loud?
Yes.
What?
Who's that guy?
That's Slim. He's a bit of a character. Sharp as a marble and twice as useful.
Huh?
Hey boss, did you know the musical 9 to 5 was based on a film of the same name? Here's the kicker though. There wasn't any singing in it whatsoever. Crazy, right? Well, gotta run.
9 to 5? Isn't that the movie where Dolly Parton and Jane Fonda kidnapped their boss?
Looking at all these playbills and talking about all these shows brings back a lot of memories I've tried so hard not to think about.
Surely they can't be all bad memories.
No, not all.
Feel like opening up about it?
Opening up. Now there's a good number. It's from a musical called Waitress by Sarah Bareilles.
Sarah Bareilles? I love Sarah Bareilles. Did you know that she wrote a song for SpongeBob SquarePants the musical?
There's a SpongeBob SquarePants musical?
Yeah, it came out in 2016, just like Waitress.
2016? What year are we in right now?
How should I know?
People come and go so quickly here. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, Waitress.
Duh. Now Waitress is about this girl. She works at a diner, and she's having a baby, see?
Tell me, how did you end up in Hollywood working at a job like this? I get the sense you were a big shot in the theater business once upon a time.
I don't like to talk about it.
But why would you leave the magic of Broadway for this grimy office?
Broadway isn't all lights and applause, kid. Sometimes it's like a landfill covered in champagne. Bubbly on top, but rotten underneath.
Come now. You said yourself it wasn't all rotten.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes it's like a roller coaster in a tux. It's wild, but man, it looks good. Most of the time, it's like a catfish in a rocking chair. You think you're just gonna...
All right, I get it. You're burnt out on Broadway. But sometimes you gotta get back on that horse. I think starting a new show is like grabbing a drink with a new friend. At the start, you're not sure if it'll be a good time. But by the end, you're singing and dancing on the bar.
What a bunch of malarkey. You don't know nothing about show business, sweetheart.
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, I think there's a song in a movie musical that's just like that.
Come to think of it, there is. It's from a movie musical that hasn't yet seen the stage. Some might even call it The Greatest Show. Man.
No, that's not it either.
You know, I've just about had with you. Every song and show I throw at you is wrong. You come into my office and pester me with personal questions while you can't even name what kind of musical you're looking for. Was it a stage musical first? Was it a movie musical first? Was it a movie musical that needs to be brought to the stage? Make up your mind, lady!
Is this part of your process, detective? The part where you huff and puff and shout at the people paying you? It's not my fault you fell down on the job.
Hey boss, got any use for songs from stage musicals that started off as movie musicals? I'm thinking of one that's pretty super. You could call it a hit.
Oh no.
Even though fame is fragile.
Please stop.
It's especially catchy.
Alright, that one was a bit of a reach.
And the proper dose is the best cure.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
I'm little I, I'm little I, I'm little I, I'm little I, I'm little I.
No, that's not the sister song I'm thinking of. Is that really the first song that comes to your mind when I say sister song?
Of course it is. It's a classic.
What's the first song you think of when I say sister song?
Well, probably. Sisters, sisters.
That's the song I'm thinking of.
Something, something, da ba da. Sisters. There is one word and no sir.
Wait a minute. I thought you said you couldn't carry a tune.
I gotta keep my eye on her. Sisters, sisters. Sisters. There are some the words that I hear no sir.
Something with this case isn't adding up. Your story's got legs, sweetheart, but they're running in different directions.
What?
Why don't you level with me? Tell me what you're really doing here.
I suppose I might confess now. I'm not who you think I am. This is a disguise. I'm actually...
Hang on. I know you too. You're actually Weber and Schwartz, the famous Broadway producers. This whole time?
We need you back, detective. Broadway misses you. Your talent, your passion.
Well, Slim?
A clever plant, all part of the ruse. You've been gone too long. You've been wasting your life in this town, this job.
Listen to her, sir. In all my time undercover, one thing's been clear. You're really terrible at this. And I've been doing all the real work.
And I need you now more than ever, because you see, I found this.
Well, what is that?
It's a long-lost manuscript that every director and producer on Broadway are dying to get their hands on. Perhaps you've heard the rumors? It's a brilliant masterpiece written by a film and Broadway legend.
No, it couldn't be. It's not.
It is the great Angela Lansbury's original book and score. Murder. She wrote a musical. And you are the only man I trust to bring it to life on stage. This whole case has just been a red herring, an excuse to remind you of the beauty of Broadway again.
Broadway. My home. And I know just how to stage this show. Maybe it is time I return to the stage.
So what are we waiting for?
Go on, thou.
You're right. It's time. I'm a director, not a detective. Take me to that stage.